Hello, everyone. This is Joe Boston with the Dallas Real Estate Investment Group, here to talk to you about our next meeting, which is on June 15th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going to talk about an exit strategy that I think is more common now than it has ever been because the high cost of properties, uh, as well as investors wanting to generate more cash flow. And so what are we talking about under the umbrella of group housing is renting out your property by the room. And I like to use the analogy of a pizza. So if you notice, typically at uh, a grocery store, when you're ordering a pizza, let's say it's, $16. Well, if in turn you can rent out or sell each slice for $3, at 8 pieces, let's say, you can see that you'd make far more money by selling it by the slice than you would by selling a whole pizza. So it's similar to renting out by the room. And so we're going to actually use our model, an exit strategy analyzer that we developed at Dallas REIG, to show you the numbers. And so right now, with the exit strategy of just doing a traditional rental, it's a lot tougher to make it make sense, right? Because we're looking for spreads, at least I would say $300 to $500 a month. That's net. But with the ability to rent out by the room, you can easily accomplish that goal in the right area. So we're going to actually talk about that, but we're going to take a deep dive into the numbers. And so this is a snapshot of our real estate exit strategy analyzer that you can purchase on our store. It's one of a kind because it captures all of the costs associated with rentals. It also compares it to other exit strategies like owner finance and flips. So we do have that as well. And you can see in yellow, that's just where you do the inputs. And then there's outputs that share with you if it's profitable or not. But we're going to take a look and compare the traditional rental model to renting out by the room. And I think it'll be eye-opening to you to see that if you just tweak your exit strategy of doing a traditional rental and convert it into renting by the room, you can see that it'll drastically change your ROI. In addition to that, it assists people with having more affordable housing. I think right now, as everybody knows, affordable housing is really being uh, pressured right now because of the prices for homes, and so people are being squeezed out of being able to rent. Well, you can still rent by the room and have common areas that you can be able to utilize in nice areas. And so that's what we're going to talk about. And I think this is one of a kind because I don't think I've ever seen anyone really talk about renting out by the room in this fashion. So we want to actually take a deep dive and analyze that for you. So you'll be able to see what the rental operating projections will be if it's compared to an owner finance, and if you accelerate your payoff, what the profits will look like, in the future. So we're going to talk about those things, and it might not have been something that you were thinking about doing, but you can see if just tweaking a little bit of your model, some of the properties that you might pass up might fit into your model if you use this strategy. So we're going to be talking about that again on the 15th. And you can register at dallasreig.com on our events page. And it's a free event. And I want to say that it's a free event because we're going to show you the calculations and how you can actually do your projections using our model, as well as talking about some of the other exit strategies that you might be interested in. So please attend if you can, because I think a lot of people don't really know what all the numbers that are involved in rentals. We're going to cover those, as well as some of the closing costs that might uh, be involved and you're not aware of, right? And so we're going to cover those things. And you might have questions about, all of the numbers that are involved in seeing if it's profitable or not, if your project is. So we want to make sure that you can see that. So it's going to be on the 15th. It's a free event at Dallas REIG headquarters in Arlington. And we can't wait to see you. But again, you register at DallasREIG.com, and it's going to be discussing renting out by the room. It's an informational, and it's under our umbrella of revenue. So that's why you'll see it say revenue defined, because we're converting a lot more now towards revenue models to make our projects profitable. So can't wait to see you then.